Yeah, keep moving, chavala.
Hey, fuck.
Don't cry like a bitch.
My name is Lucas, and this is the story of how I watched my world burn and barely escaped with our lives. Let me explain how this world works first. MS-13 owns these DC streets. We got thousands of members across dozens of states, running drugs, extortion, whatever brings in cash. The system's simple but deadly. Blue boys at the bottom selling dope, collectors like me in the middle, then Jester as second in command, and finally, Rincon at the top. Rincon was the kind of man who'd quote Shakespeare right before putting a bullet in your brain.
If you prick us, will we not blink?
I'll never forget watching him lose it that day, spouting, "If you prick us, do we not bleed?" When he started with the poetry, you knew someone was about to die.
Lucas!
My job was collecting money and delivering drugs. One of my regular stops was Daniel, this war vet who lost his voice in Afghanistan. He works
Easy, Daniel. That's just gonna kill you.
He works at a beat-down auto shop and uses pills to quiet the screaming in his head. War broke this man, and nobody cared enough to fix him. But Daniel was different from my other customers. He wasn't partying, he was surviving. During collections, I'd meet people like this old shopkeeper who couldn't pay because his wife was sick. The man begged me to tell Rincon he'd have the money next week. These weren't criminals, just regular folks caught in our web. Daniel wasn't just surviving on his own, though. He had this woman, Anna, and her little daughter who'd come around the auto shop. Even broken soldiers deserve some happiness.
Thought you said you quit.
But his PTSD was getting worse by the day. You could see the war still raging inside his head.
550. Hey! 550.
Come on, chavala, get moving.
Yeah, keep moving, chavala. Yeah, that's right. Keep walking, junkie.
Then came the day that changed everything. I found my 12-year-old brother Miguel trying to sell drugs for the crew. My baby brother, seduced by the same life that was killing me. I dragged him back to school, told him he had a future beyond this hell. But I could see it in his eyes. He wanted the respect, the money, the feeling of belonging. That same day, Rincon called me in about his sister Gabriella's wedding. Some priest wanted the ceremony in a church, but Rincon insisted on having it at his house. Nobody tells the boss what to do, especially about family.
You're having the ceremony here?
Is that a problem?
Well, a Catholic wedding must take place in a church. I know you since you are a little kid. We come from the same place. I know how much you love your sister.
But nobody tells me what to do with my sister. I'll see you in the evening. That's it.
Then Rincon handed me a suit to wear to the wedding. For a moment, I felt valued, like I mattered to him. I also met Gabriella's fiancé Thomas during the wedding preparations. College kid studying construction management. Normal life seemed so foreign to me then. Here was this guy building a legitimate future, while I was trapped in a world where tomorrow wasn't guaranteed.
Please, man, I'll get it, buddy, I promise. Next time, man. Next time. Please, man. Please, man.
But I made a mistake. I begged him to keep Miguel out of the gang. I don't want him having this life, I told him. Showing weakness to a predator. Surprisingly, Rincon agreed to give that old shopkeeper more time on his debt. He trusted my judgment. Then he gave me the job that would damn us all, delivering 2 packages to rival dealers while the FBI was watching us. I was the only one who could slip past suspicion, he said. What an honor. Rincon ordered Jester to keep an eye on me, but Jester was convinced I'd screw up.
Keep an eye on him. He's meeting a friend from El Salvador.
What's in the kid? I collected things.
He's stupid or something. Go, please.
The jealousy was eating him alive, but he couldn't defy the boss openly. Meanwhile, Daniel was dealing with his own demons. When some thugs jumped him for his pills, his PTSD kicked in, and he fought back like the trained killer he used to be. Sometimes the past won't stay buried. While I was preparing for the delivery, the worst thing happened. Miguel was going through jump-in, getting beaten for 13 seconds to officially join the gang.
Miguel! Hey, what are you doing? He's not being jumped in! Yeah, he is. Don't let him scare you. Come on, Miguel! What you doing, huh? Don't fight, man! Hey, Miguel! Don't cry like a bitch. Yeah! He's just a kid!
I had to watch my baby brother take that beating, held back by Jester's men. Longest 13 seconds of my life. I couldn't take it anymore.
It's too late for me, but you're smart. You have a chance at something. Take it from the brother. Make sure shit. We're good. Why don't you mind your own goddamn business?
Tracks are that way.
We're not going to the tracks.
I dragged Miguel home, packed his stuff, and tried to send him to a baseball camp far away from this life. Miguel didn't want to leave his dog behind, but I told him we had to go now. Sometimes saving someone means breaking their heart first. But in my panic to save him, one of my packages slipped away without me realizing it. One moment of chaos, and suddenly we were marked for death. Jester showed up, furious about the missed delivery. "You're not on top, you never will be," he snarled at me. I knew losing that package meant death.
They're still finding pieces. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear another word. Whoa, hey, get him out of this, man. Come on, kid. Get the fuck back, punk. Oh, just a little bitch, man. Just my nah. Oh, you gonna go, man. Look at his face, man. Fucking bitch, huh?
So I signaled a friend to create a diversion, grabbed Miguel, and we ran. Sometimes survival means burning every bridge behind you. Jester and his crew chased us through the streets. That's when Daniel saved us, driving us away as bullets flew. They shot at our car, killed Miguel's dog, and Miguel got wounded. Watching that innocent animal die in Miguel's arms. Some things can't be undone. Daniel took us to his place and patched Miguel up. This broken vet had become our guardian angel. "Where'd you learn all that?" I asked him. "Military," he said simply. Miguel told him about our older brother who was a Marine, how he wanted a different life for us. Family bonds run deep, even when everything else falls apart. But our problems followed us.
The package. Got it. I want the bricks, and I want the kid.
Daniel found his boss at the auto shop beaten nearly to death, the gang's message about my missing package. When Anna saw the violence we'd brought into their lives, she blamed Daniel.
It's all your fault. Stay away.
Good people always pay for our mistakes. But Daniel refused to abandon us, even when it cost him his own peace. Meanwhile, Gabriella's wedding was happening, but everything was going wrong. The FBI was watching every move, making Rincon tense even during his sister's special day. He tried to enjoy the celebration, taking pictures with family, but you could see the stress eating at him. When you're always looking over your shoulder, happiness becomes a luxury you can't afford. Spider, the dealer who was supposed to get my delivery, showed up demanding answers. This guy was dangerous, fresh from El Salvador where they called him an assassin. "Your boy never showed up," he snarled at Rincon. Spider had expected 2 packages, one with drugs, one with cash, but got nothing. Things got worse when Spider tried to assault Brenda, one of Rincon's women. Wrong move. Rincon beat Spider to death with his bare hands right there at the wedding. Family meant everything to Rincon, and disrespect meant death. The celebration turned into a crime scene in seconds. I snuck back to our apartment to find the missing package, but discovered money instead of drugs. A young recruit promised to help us escape, but he sold us out and led us straight to Jester. Finally getting down with us, Jester sneered when they caught us. Never trust a kid trying to prove himself. Jester had us at knife point, describing exactly what he planned to do to us. Meanwhile, the wedding continued in the background, Rincon trying to dance with Gabriella while his world was falling apart. Sometimes you're celebrating and dying at the same time. Daniel wasn't giving up on us. He launched a rescue mission, taking down guards like the soldier he used to be. War never really leaves a man. It just sleeps. He turned one of his captives over to the FBI, which triggered a massive standoff at the wedding. Federal agents surrounded the place, ordering everyone to drop their weapons. But nobody was backing down. Gunfire erupted as wedding fireworks lit up the sky, creating this surreal mix of celebration and carnage. Bodies started dropping on both sides. In the crossfire, a stray bullet struck Gabriella. She collapsed in Rincon's arms, her white wedding dress turning red with blood. Sometimes the innocent pay for everyone else's sins. The most feared man in D.C. was suddenly just a broken brother holding his dying sister. Rincon went from celebration to devastation in seconds. "Why?" he screamed at me through his tears. "I treated you like my son." She's dead. His grief was raw, primal, the kind that changes a man forever. In his grief, Rincon actually let us go, told us to leave D.C. forever and never come back. Even monsters can show mercy when loss breaks them completely. But Jester couldn't handle his boss showing mercy. He shot Rincon on the spot, then came for us with murder in his eyes. "This is over," he snarled, pressing his gun against Daniel's head. "Give me the money." Daniel stayed silent, protecting us even while facing death. Then that same recruit who'd betrayed us earlier, maybe guilt finally got to him, put a bullet in Jester's back. Sometimes redemption comes from the most unexpected places. Miguel and I climbed aboard a train heading out of the city. As the wheels started turning, Miguel showed me money tucked in his pocket, enough for a new life somewhere else. We watched DC disappear behind us, two brothers who'd survived when so many others didn't. Let me tell you something. I've seen what easy money really costs. I've watched good people die for bad decisions, but I've also seen that it's never too late to choose a different path, even when it feels like the whole world's against you. Have you seen someone you know get pulled into something they couldn't handle? Drop a comment and share your story below.